Oof.
It's from the intro. It's like his version of Iron Body. It's like Kaioken. Second gear. How many gears are there? Is that like Super Saiyan 2?
Shall we
Alright,
continue?
let's see this. Yeah. Hey, it's like the scry purple glowy hue.
Think it's just Luffy?
So like the cursed sword being released.
You're on the right track. His spirit is very powerful at this point, Zoro. I'll keep it at that.
The little smoke trail. Zoro pulls out like Exodia from a summon, and Sachi just
Yeah.
boots him. Got lost. Wow. Honestly, I'm that bad though. I was playing car for like an hour and a half in Montreal. I thought of Zoro last weekend.
Mr. Chopper said I'll try making some medicine.
Ah,
Name a bigger 180 than the Frankie family. Oh.
so I mean, he can get all loose because he's like hot rubber.
He's glad that he met them here. Pay attention.
Is he stealing their technique? It's like a mix of Iron Body and something else.
Think about his powers and how he can work around that. Off of your point.
So, oh, he's like lightning quick now, eh? My God, stamp and spear. Spear looked really close to that last one, missile. Dude, this is like DBZ era One Piece now.
Shave. Mixed with Luffy. Rubber.
So is that considered just like Luffy's version of shave, or is that like a mix of a couple things?
Keep watching.
Like, could he technically just rip out of his body if he wanted to?
The technicality of it. Luffy was able to capture all that in their one instance of meeting. Battle prowess. They kick 10 times. Really quick.
You beat him in second and he still got something coming?
Beat him in one shot. They're the strongest tech guy of all of them.
So is third year like, are the years like different or are they like better progressively? Or both?
Shrug emoji. Remember where Bluno was on the ranking. Luffy effectively beat him in one go, less than a minute.
I forget what his ranking was. Or was it? Third?
Fourth.
Fourth.
The only ones above him, Lucci, Kaku, and the Jabra.
Lucci's 4,000. How much was Buno? Like 1,500?
I think he was 1,800.
Okay. So Kaku shouldn't be an issue then for Luffy at this point if he goes third.
Kaku is 2200, something like that.
Yeah.
Kaku second. And by the way, be careful with the power scaling here, right? Because your comments make it seem almost like the even the one at the bottom, Khalifa, like she's not a superhuman beyond belief. The point of that is to show where Luffy is sitting right now, you know?
She's calling it.
After beating the ass, handling one of the CP9 members. Feelings? Anything you want to ask about, talk about?
I feel very Kaioken, like Goku versus Vegeta, beginning of DBZ.
Watch like the whole thing from the moment Bluno stops talking. It's so overwhelming. It's okay. So much because you haven't seen anything like this from Luffy, right? So if you actually like rewatch the scene, like you'll notice shit that you're just like, holy.
What's he gonna do? Bite his finger and bleed? Yeah, it's almost like he was dead when he hit him, and he just like reflexively smiled, and then like.
Right. It was funny.
Yeah, that was.
You can pause. Yeah. No, it's funny that about the thumb thing that you were just mentioning. And making it bleed, that's actually what Naruto does. Whenever they do a summoning jutsu, they have to bite their thumb and make it bleed.
Oh, really?
So I remember thinking the same thing as you, and I'm like, is he about to like summon someone? Like, what is happening? Yeah.
I'll find out.
Well, think about the rubber, right? So let's break down the gear second really quick, and then you could ponder overnight about gear 3. So gear 2, the way it works is he is essentially like channeling his body as rubber. And think back, remember I used to smile and laugh all the time whenever you'd be like, I'm curious, like what more can rubber do? You know, like as a figment, you know,
fair enough,
as a material. Yeah. And you were so like mind boggled about how Luffy could get stronger, you know. And I told you got to be creative, you know. And so he essentially like compresses the rubber.
Oh, he makes it like.
It like expands, right? So his body can maintain. Because remember, the shave move, that takes like, I think they said 6 years of constant training for each kind of path, you know, of the 6 paths. Mm-hmm. So like, Luffy not only saw it, and there's no indication that Zoro and all of them have yet, right? Like, but Luffy saw what they were doing, kicking 10 times. And then he was able to expand his rubber, essentially, to withstand the pressure of that without having to go through all the training.
Right, that makes sense. So
he's like cheating with it.
He just absorbed the shock.
The shock, exactly. He absorbs the shock, and so the steam kind of comes out, right? Because it's like his rubber constantly just, I guess, like.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
No, that makes sense.
And then when you combine that with his actual attack, so again, that's not just the speed. The shave part is the speed. But then think about his rubber.
He converted it from like a maneuverability move to like an attack. Like
think about like his rubber almost like a wind up. Like, you think
Yeah.
about, like, Eneru, like, you know how he did his huge wind-up with the golden ball for, like, 10 minutes, it felt like he just kept
Yeah.
twisting his arm?
It's like
It's
super rapid version of that.
exactly, and it's constantly happening throughout his body. So he's moving at speeds of, like, craziness, while also every attack he does now is, like, that rubber corked up.
Right.
And,
He's all loose because he's like
yeah,
expanded and
yeah.
sweet.
And that's why I think Gear Second, like, you think about all that stuff, like, everything that goes in tune with it, is, I love it. I love it. So yeah, and he can readily use it, right? It's not like other attacks, per se, where, like, it takes a lot, you know? Like, Gear Second is a mode. He can't do it for
Right.
too long. He said that right here, right? He was like, I don't have enough practice with it yet, so I get exhausted out of it, like, pretty quickly.
Right.
But it was enough to, get Blue Note. That was the introduction to Gear Second. And it only goes up. Just remember, Luffy's not the only one that's been going through some shit. Changes, strength, all that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. This is Will the Scry.